Hi, my name is Michelle Butler Hallett. I am reading from my new novel, Constant Nobody, published by Goose Lane Editions. Before we go any further with this scene contains implied sexual assault. We are in Moscow. It's the 5th of June, 1937. Kostya works for NKVD, the Soviet secret police. Temerity is British, and she works for the Secret Intelligence Service, and yes, she's in Moscow as an intelligence agent. Kostya and Temerity have met before, near Geracaitz in northern Spain, where Kostya neglected his duty and spared Temerity instead of shooting her. And he has, after a series of accidents, been the one to interrogate her after she's arrested in Moscow. And once again he has let her go, this time under surveillance. This situation is very dangerous for them both. Tonight, Kostya is attending what his surrogate father calls a dessert party. The guests are NKVD officers. Young women have been abducted off the street, drugged, and made available for the officers' use. To Kostya's astonishment, Temerity is one of them. Enough! His own voice. Kostya recalled nothing of the thought, of the choice to say enough. Yet he said it. Hands quick, he plucked the small Persian rug folded over the back of the desk chair. The rug, soft and light and much too precious to leave on the floor, had kept Kostya warm as he'd studied far into many cold nights. He wrapped it around Temerity. She spoke English, confident and loud. Ready, ready, though I don't know where I turned. He crammed his hand over her mouth and shoved her against the wall, and the fumes of wine and vodka from his breath wafted around them both as he murmured in her ear, "Not a sound unless I ask you a question, and then you whisper, in Russian. Understand?" Her nod felt weak against his hand. "I'll take my hand away, and you will sit down in that chair." She nodded again, sat down. "What's your name? Not Margaret Bush, I've guessed that much." She shook her head over and over. "You will tell me your name." Anger rose in her eyes. Confusion dulled it. Kostya took her right hand, spotted the needle mark. "Get your clothes." Limp and still, she spoke French. "Blouse." "Russian, only Russian. I'll get your blouse. Is this it?" Temerity sneered. "That sack?" Kostya picked through pieces of fabric until he thought he recognized something. He held the blouse by the collar. "How in hell would I know? This one." She took the blouse, hesitated as though trying to remember something, crumpled the fabric, patted it, and slipped the blouse on. Then she just sat there, eyes vacant. Kostya shook his head. "Stand up, come on. Arms out, wait, no, fine, button it yourself. Which skirt, this one?" "Stockings. No, knees. Brassiere. Yeah, fuck the underwear. You want to live through this night, yes? Then obey me. Where are your shoes? These? No, too big. These. Right. Now, wait and keep quiet." Kostya swaggered out of the study, adjusted his fly, discovered the morphine had not killed response, only delayed it, and eased the door shut behind him. Discarded male clothing, ties and jackets and trousers, littered the chairs and floor. The owners had retreated with their prey to other rooms or unlit corners. Grunts, slaps, and muffled female cries filled Kostya's ears as he took a uniform shoulder belt and pouch hanging from the back of a chair. He groped in the pouch, past papers and something sticky, until he found metal. He plucked it out. A car key, engraved with the number 42. Tucking the key into a pocket, Kostya returned to the study and offered Temerity his arm. She leaned on him, and they emerged into the front yard, just some drunken couple leaving a party for home. As Kostya drove, the streets widened into valleys and the streetlights changed into ancient fires on sticks. Telling himself to remember these morphine-bent perceptions, wondering why the woman next to him cried out about him driving all over the road, Kostya sought the metro station Vasilisa Prekrasnaya. Only then could he be sure of home. He parked near his block of flats, confident no one would ask the driver of an NKVD car to move. He offered Temerity his arm again, and they staggered into the lobby. The watchwoman, slumped in her rocking chair, snored. Kostya smirked. As they climbed the stairs, Temerity stumbled, fell against him. Eyes heavy, Kostya kissed the top of Temerity's head. A night for fairy tales. First, he'd witnessed the parade of the 12 dancing princesses. Then he'd sneaked back past the sleeping dragon Zmei Gorinich with a prize. What next? Maria Morevna's defeat of Koschy the Deathless? The clink of metal on the wood from his dropped keys seemed to slice into his ears, and he winced. As he bent over, the awakened watchwoman called up from the lobby. "Good night, comrade." "Good night, grandmother." Temerity tried to stand up straight, then leaned against him again. He unlocked the flat door. "It's no better to be safe than sorry. After you, Maria Morevna." She mumbled, "That's not my name."